What's good, patio tanks? How's everybody doing? Flowerhorn, the NorCal Flowerhorn competition just ended yesterday. I took this dude. If you guys were there, you would have seen this dude here. This dude right here, Silver Surfer, Mark 85, and this little dude over here. So I brought 2 classics and 1 F3. Competition is coming up. He was in this split 40-gallon right here. I didn't want to make any changes. My other dude who was in here, so I did a free giveaway because there wasn't a lot of fish being entered to the competition, and I said that anybody entering a fish, let me know, and I'll give you guys a free fish. So one of the local hobbyists entered his fish, and he got a fish, and he won 2nd place too. So shout outs to him. You know who you are if you watch my videos. Very nice SRD. I love the deep red, and you have a really nice F2 that I just gave you too. If you guys know this fish, you guys know what it is. He is fabulous right now. His coat is growing, he's getting bigger, he's still very slim. And this guy down here, and I'm sorry for the allergies, it's spring season and pollen's kicking in. This is Skittles. I named him Skittles because he's a rainbow. Taste the rainbow. You guys know that Skittles commercial way back then as a little kid? Yeah. I didn't expect to get anything from this competition. I entered to support the local competition, the local fish supplier, flower supplier here, Julie Tran 916 Aquatics, just to support them. Entered, but this dude took 2nd for small F3. So I'm very proud. I wasn't expecting anything. I did very minimal grooming only. I just let these guys grow and grew. I did not do anything. They just did themselves. This tank is dirty. But yeah, they did good. They did fine. He stressed out a little bit at the competition. I didn't record this time because it's a lot of repetitive things. A lot of nice fish though. That's the only thing that's not repetitive. A lot of nice fish, but overall it was a great competition, great tournament, or great competition, I mean. And there's nothing in here, but I'm gonna divide this tank soon, and these parrots are gonna be belonging in one of these divided tanks, or one of them might go over there to Mark 85, and then hopefully a friend pick that Vieja female up over there to breed. But let's go over here. Damn, let's take a look at Mark 85 though. Whew. I love Mark 85. He is one of my, if you guys know me from day one, I have a fish similar to this, but he's all red. I call him Strawberries. He's in the same goddamn tank. Let's go over here to these guys over here. Oh, sorry, I just did a water change in here, but I didn't scrape anything off, and it's freaking dirty. Look at this guy, Fishy Business. Hit him up, man, on Instagram. He's got a Facebook group too. Hit him up. Got very nice fish. He's actually he actually has a new Instagram right now too. I'll put it in the link description down below, or it'll be right here across the screen. Hit him up. He's got really nice stuff. That's all I can say. Really nice stuff. And damn, is that a gill crow? I need to fix this gill crow. I need to clip it. Yeah, I think it is. I'm gonna wait. Oh, hit my phone, hit my camera. Yeah. yet, but this is a 9.9. He's gonna take a very long while, but these guys are coming out nicely already. All right, now today I want to talk about categories of confas. As you guys know, on ZZs, there's in my other video I post up, there's different categories of ZZs such as SRD, Kamalaos, Camels, Magma, Endosensu. I think that's about it. 4. Yeah, only 4. So I want to talk about confas. There seems to be a lot of confusion. Well, from the community that I'm from, there seems to be a lot of confusion of like Kanfa F1, Kanfa F0.5, Kanfa F2, F3, F4, 5, and 6, so on. I've never seen 5 and 6, but a lot of people usually stop at 4 because 4 seems to be the most prettiest, or they seem to have stronger genetics of that's closer to ZZ. But even so, F3, F4 to me looks more like a ZZ type of fish. But let's go to F1, and I actually do have a F1, in fact, right here. Skittles. Skittles is a F1 Kanfa right here. So what is a F1? To me, F1 is more of, they're not very colorful. They don't have a lot of bright colors like SRDs, or the red or orange or yellow or gold doesn't pop out as much, but they do have a fair amount of pearls, and a good strong body. Fin and tail, debatable, and their coke isn't there, but their coke is like a vieja kind of coke. You know, once they get big, it's just it's like a bulge right there only. It's not even big and popping. It's just a bulge right there. So that's, to me, that's a F1. But if we're talking about generational fish, it's kind of hard because Flowerhorn, they do it, but then they don't at the same time follow that generational fish, because as characteristics and character traits, they carry very different form of Kanfas. Now going over to Kanfa F2, where this guy right here, he's a classic F2. But if we're talking about just regular Kanfa F2, where this guy, alright, let's just say strong body, strong tail, strong fins, and a hard coke. About the eye thing, I don't know how people, damn, where'd my grooming stick go? I don't know how people could say that this is a SRD or a ZZ or any of the ZZs, just due to the fact that his eye is red. I mean, there's a lot of Kanfas nowadays that has red eyes, and there's a lot of SRDs nowadays that has white eyes. But what really sticks out to me more is their body. What body trait sticks stronger to them? They could have a strong body and ZZ tail is going straight, and it doesn't wrap around the tail like that. Or if it has a ZZ body with the Kanfa tails and fins where it's big and it wraps around each other, that's debatable, because it really depends what stands out the most in a lot of people's eye and in your eyes. But in my eyes, this dude has strong body, a hard hammer coke, and nice strong fin and tails and fins. So he, to me, classified as a Kanfa F2. And Kanfa F2, you don't have to have a full fin tail wrap, but what you need is a strong body and a fair amount of tail and fin to probably slide by as an F2. I don't know if this is the best example. I got another one right here that's an F2 as well, and he'll probably do a better justice of explaining what an F2 is right here. right here. So he has a strong body, good amount of markings right there. And good fin, good tail. Everything is very proportioned. F2, a lot of F2s, there's a good amount that aren't proportioned, a good amount that are proportioned, but when you see a fish that's this proportion, it's an F2. There's no doubt about it that they would call it F3. F3 would be something like this. Silver Surfer. So Silver Surfer would classify as a F3 because the body, it tapers a lot at the end, going from the mid body right there, from the mid body to the tail. It's like a triangle. But if he thickens out, he might even still be considered an F2 because he's still very young. As a matter of fact, he's only like 5-something inches only. And F3 could have a round Coke, water Coke, or a hammer Coke, because F3 is basically a ZZ mixed with a Confa. Or a lot of people would mix a KML with a F1 female, or a F1 or F2. But if you do have a F3 female too, in my opinion, they'll come out very, very F3 like. Oh, by the way, I'm trying to breed this guy. So comp is over. I'm gonna return him. I don't think I'll comp him anymore. He's very beautiful. But just seeing how a fish is at the competition compared to when he's at home, his characteristics change a lot. I would try to make him be adaptive as I can, but it's when he changes a lot of the places like that, he doesn't do well, and he's not gonna show well at the show. He shows well at home, but when he doesn't show well outside of home, that's the hard part of trying to place, because there'll always be nice fish coming out. Going back to F3, I have another example, a better example for F3, because him, I would say F2, F2.5. I don't know if there's a 2.5, but his head, his tail, and his fin is so strong that to me it kind of overlooks the fact of his body being tapered a little bit at the end there and making it look like a F3. But the tail and the fin and the coke is just so nice and wrapped that to me he's a Confa F2. But a lot of people would say F3 because of the body, the tail right there, tailbone. So that is a F3. And I'll go show you another F3. I actually don't have a F4, but if anything, of F4 is carries strongly a ZZ trait. But it has Confa colors and a very strong marking and purlings. I'll go inside to show you another F3 that this is clearly an F3. When you see it, you know it. So this right here is an F3 straight up, because the coke is round. Well, it don't matter about the coke, but if Confas have a round coke like this, majority of the time it's an F3. I need you to turn, bro. Haven't given him a name yet, but he's got a long body like an SRD. It's not square, it's rectangle, and his fins isn't wrapped that well. He's got a big tail, and there we go. But it doesn't wrap like how a Confa should wrap. It goes kind of straight out like a ZZ, and that to me is an F3. So I hope he's a better example for F3. Hope you guys understand and get something out of this. F1, F2, F3s. There's F0.52, but that's nothing much different from a Vieja. It's just a Flowerhorn that has Vieja looks with a Flowerhorn line, and and some pros like Flowerhorn too, but I don't have an example of that. Hopefully in the future I get one of those so you guys can see how a f0.5 looks like, and maybe a f4 too. And that is it for patio tanks. We is out.